I was involved in the streets. I sold drugs and I gang banged a lot. And the end result was I killed the individual. I hurt a lot of families. I hurt a lot of people, and I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the ripple effect it would cause someone else. And not only did it hurt my family, but it hurt the victim's family. It hurt the people that was there, that witnessed it that day. It changed their lives, basically forever, because they witnessed something like that. My son, I feel as though I was neglectful to him because I wasn't there in the times where he needed me the most. My family has always been there for me. They didn't like, my involvements in the streets, but to see my change now, it's like they cannot believe it. My family is so happy for me. They like the fact that I'm out here, I'm working, I got my own car, my own apartment, and I'm doing well, and they're very proud of me. I think that had I not shown up for House of Healing, then the relationship between me and my son wouldn't be how it is right now, because I would still have that anger, I would still have that resentment for a lot of things. I still would show blame for things that I took, saying that I always blamed others for, never took responsibility for. So I think that I did the House of the Healing for me, first and foremost, before anything else. And then I incorporated my son into my change. What got me signed up for it was a friend of mine's. And to this day, had it not been for him, I wouldn't have the mentality that I have today. He came to me and was like, what do you want to do? He asked me a question I couldn't even answer. He asked me, what do I want to do? I said, what are you talking about? He said, do you want to live the rest of your life in prison, or do you want to go home and take care of your son? It should be fluent. It should have just came off my tongue that, take care of my son. But I was doing so many dumb things that I didn't even think about it. Well, I've been incarcerated for 16 and a half years in prison. But in the course of my incarceration, I've made a lot of changes in myself. If I'm going to come back, I felt as though if I'm going to come back out into society, I have to come back out into society with a better frame of mind instead of the 17-year-old kid that came in. And I'm proud of the changes that I made because it enabled me to come out, get a job, even though I'm at my third job, but it was like a transition. I went from a bad job to an even better job to an even better job. I enjoy the fact that I can pay taxes. I mean, I like it, but I enjoy it because I never had that much responsibility. Now I do. My son now is 17 years old, and he's very much a part of my life.
Oh, jeez.
About to get married, May 10th. I'm about to get married, and love her very much. She has kids. I, take care of our kids like they're my own. The things I start to give back to the community are, I speak at halfway houses, I speak at colleges. I also speak at DYSs, Boys and Girls Clubs. I'm also going to be a life skills coach, speaking to young individuals that are either going to prison or just got out of prison, and they're making a transition to and from prison. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I've seen a lot of guys that took the House of Healing program with me on a level that I was on, more positive level, was able to open up more, to recognize what their inner child has caused and what root cause made them do the things they did. I was an angry kid. I'm happy now. I'm happy. I'm happy because I'm not in a position that I was in before. I'm older, I'm wiser, and I have a better perspective of my life.